Okay, alright. My name is Reference Derajat, and now we will discuss the content of dining companion. What I mean is, you can eat your food and do your activity while you're watching this video. Okay, let's move to the start. In 2014, the UK Immigration Minister, Mark Harper, resigned from his position because it was discovered that the domestic worker working in his house did not have a work permit in the UK. As an immigration minister, he felt very ashamed of this fact and just to resign from this position because of it. Now, let's go back to 2010 when Yukio Hatoyama, the then newly elected Prime Minister of Japan, resigned from his position after serving for 8 months because he failed to fulfill his political campaign promises to the Japanese people. In 8 months, he had failed to relocate the US military base that was in Japan and at the time. Yes, and if you look for other stories around the world, you will find that such stories are very easy to find, except in Indonesia. Now, why do public officials in Japan or the UK resign? Because they have three things. The first thing is honor. The second is self-respect, and the last thing is shame. Indonesian officials, on the other hand, have a stronger and more robust mentality because most of them have managed to eliminate these three basic things, like what I said before: honor, self-respect, and the same. So, if they fail or make extraordinary blunder, they still feel everything is fine and life is not entirely their fault but a collective failure. Instead of introspection, evaluation, or doing what should be done, they will spend their time to figuring out how not to be done, how not to be one must blame for the blunder. This happens repeatedly. Yeah. Don't even expect them to resign, even doing the bare minimum, like apologize to the public after causing the significant harm, is something they are reluctant to do. Why? Because they like honor, self-respect, and same. But their ego is extraordinary. Of course, you know the direction of this discussion, right? It is none other than the issue of our recently hacked national data center by ransomware. Wow, and I think this should be valuable lesson for the related public officials on what they do, what they accomplish, and how what they follow. It is no longer just a mistake or negligence, but stupidity and shamelessness. Yeah, I think if they still have any shame left, they should resign now. Yeah, I think it's not just people. You have the same thing like me. Yeah. Okay, this is the national data center was attacked by ransomware. Yes, the hacker was an individual, not a state, with economic motive. They locked the data, deleted it, and demanded a ransom to return the data. Here's a brief recap. The first attack occurred on June 18, 2024, and 2 days later, by June 20, 2024, they had infiltrated. If you think this is trivial matter, you are wrong. This is a very serious issue as it deals with national defense and security. The data hack include public data, our identities, possible our fingerprints, and nick addresses, and so on, and this must be accounted for. The reason for resignation becomes even stronger as we witness how the government, especially Kominfo and BSSN, respond to this issue and explain to the public It is mind-blowing and inside our intelligence. First, I tried to find out the budget allocated by the government to build this interim national data center system. Yeah, it is easy to access as it is a public data. After doing some research, I found a fantastic figure. Approximately 965 billion rupiah of state funds were used to build this national data center system. Wow, it's crazy. A, a significant amount. Yeah. Yesterday, Mrs. Milani also mentioned that 700 billion had been spent. This is not a small amount for a system. It turns out that the ransomware that was injected managed to cripple our national data center security system, which is Windows Defender. It is still unclear with Windows Defender, but man, the national data center with a nearly 1 trillion budget has security equivalent to second semester student with their cheap laptops like me and informatics student. Response from Cominfo in contradictory saying, "Oh, we should become no data was stolen, just load." Hey sir, if it is locked, it means it can no longer be used. 80% of the data is lost, including people passport, ID card. If it no longer integrated, we will be trouble. Yeah, us. We have to remake passport and other identities, and it's exhausting. As you know, when this attack happened, our airport system was paralyzed. It is crazy. They say the public should remain calm as no data was stolen, and there is no guarantee the data was not taken. We also know when they were summoned by our parliament member and given a chance to explain. It made us angrier. This relate unit is so incompetent. The DPR, often criticized by the public, look better compared to them. Yeah. How bad must you to be called stupid by a DPR member? Wow, an achievement. We were shown extreme incapability and incompetence. Kominfo Minister Budiari was basically explaining that ransomware is a common attack worldwide, affecting a president of the US, the UK, and only 0.67% of Indonesia. That is irrelevant, sir. The problem is A, but you explain not B, but Z. Everyone knows ransomware attacks happen worldwide. When you present that, it doesn't alleviate anything, and it doesn't make people suddenly say, "Oh, oh, it's understandable, it's okay." Great Mr. Budiari, that's not problem. Who is the team supplying that information? We know that even national data center itself does not have a single backup. A nearly 1 trillion security system uses Windows Defender, hacked by ransomware, no backup, data. Wow. In the DPR meeting, Kominfo tried to pass the blame to other ministries and institutions, saying that Kominfo is not authorized that perform backups. It is done by the order of ministers and institutions. The problem is that the backup was supposed to be done and is system developed by Kominfo. It turns out that after being challenged, it was discovered that there were institutions that request data backup but were not responded to by Kominfo. For example, immigration had sent letters but received to no reason during the DPR meeting. It's astonishing. They said they were just facilitators. They couldn't do backup even though. even though they are supposed to be involved. This is increasingly college come involved. The BSSN Zai's argument that this is merely a management issue is incorrect, sir. It is not a management issue, and their response was inadequate. Not just like that, they even said it was our collective responsibility. It's a disaster, and it is an issue. When looking at it from a third party perspective, they seemingly respected the public poorly. They blame the public for not being critical. Your expensive system was easy breach, no data backup, and no one responsible made a clear statement apologized to the public. No one, not even the bare minimum from here. I just want to recommend that related officials resign. Resign is rare in Indonesia. At least among the 100 negative things you've done, there is one thing that public can accept. It shows your big heart. From from here, I hope that the Kominfo ministerial position is not filled by political figures, but rather someone with technical expertise and mastery of technology, akin to finance minister. The Kominfo minister has a significant impact on the government's image and public satisfaction. As an ordinary civilian, I hope the next Kominfo minister comes from my generation, yeah, Gen Z, truly understand the file, the system, and the digital ecosystem, not boomers with strong political roles who are aware the position. Stop that because the government itself suffer if this continue. Yeah, as we can see today, there are, yeah, I think that's all for this content of Dining Companion, yeah, from me. I hope this is meaningful for you all. Thank you.